1, and we're live. Hello, welcome to Not Quite Novelist. This is the show where new friends are made and new worlds are built live and on the spot each and every episode. My name is Savannah. If you don't know who I am, how the hell did you get here? If you do know who I am, then you know that War Torn Knight in chat is completely correct. It's about to be a very fairy time. In fact, we are 6 minutes late from starting this stream because Lily and I were talking about fairies. So, yeah. I regret nothing. Speaking of, we've got Lily in chat today. Welcome. In chat.
Thank you for
In the
having me.
show. Hi. I'm so excited to have
Hi.
you here. This is gonna be fun.
I'm excited because I also was like, ooh, fairy stuff, yay.
Yeah, obviously. Fairy everything. That's how I knew, like, after playing, like, one session with you, I was like, I need to get this girl on my stream ASAP. It's gonna be the most fairy time.
Which is funny because I was playing a broody character.
And I was playing, obviously, the fairy one, because are we surprised at this point? No, not really.
I play sweet so often. I was like, I need one character that's not super sweet.
That's valid, and I love it. Speaking of fairies, though, for those who aren't aware, last week we finished reading Fae House, which was a fan fiction written by our very own, I call him Mustard Boy, that would be Andrew, aka Game Jousters, in chat. And because of that, my stream crashed 3 times. And I'm blaming Andrew for that. But now, because of him, we have a new pre-stream ritual, which is everybody grab your keys, grab something to jingle. Yep. This is how we make the fairies happy. Jingle your keys. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, we're bringing good vibes into the stream. A couple of points of order. Yes, I'm wearing glasses. If you're wondering why I'm not wearing my contacts, it's because my doctor told me not to. I'm waiting for my new ones to come in, so deal with it. It's very uncomfortable for me. I don't like wearing my headphones and my glasses at the same time, but whatever, I'll deal. Yeah.
I feel you.
On that note, let me put your little thing in chat. I forgot about that. If jingling sound make the fae happy, my daughter is their favorite person. Hey, the fairies in my house love the jingle keys, so keep it up, apparently. It does make them happy. It keeps them from crashing my stream, anyway. Maybe try it. Maybe before going live or anything, just jingle your keys a little bit. Maybe you'll have a little less tech problems. Who knows? That's what we're doing, anyway. Cool. Yeah. Also, before we get started, if you guys feel like supporting the channel in any way, help me get out of debt and maybe pay for some WD-40 for this squeaky ass chair, consider donating to my Ko-Fi. I am still doing 1-card tarot pulls. If you guys donate $5, I'll pull a tarot card. If you donate 10, I'll pull a tarot card and I'll make up a little character on the spot for you based on that card. So consider doing that. That would be nice. Maybe it's because the keys are iron. I don't know if keys are made out of iron. But that was a thing that was in the stream, or that was in Fae House, was that they really hated iron. And they hated salt, too. So that was a thing. Anyway, we're moving on from that. On that note, we can just get started.
I was like, let's not upset them.
Yeah,
we want good vibes.
Yes, we brought the good vibes, okay? And actually, listen, I would assume steel. I don't know what keys are made out of. Why are we talking about the metal content of my car keys?
Brass? Is it
maybe?
brass?
I don't know. Now I have to look up what the what keys are made out of.
What are keys made out of?
Mine
was dice.
Mine are house keys. So I'm writing what are house keys made out of. Brass seems to be the most common. So we're gonna go with brass. Apparently they don't like iron, but they like brass. So jingle your brass keys, I guess. Okay. We also have new people in chat too. I saw Castlevania 86 in chat. Hello. And followed me. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. We're almost to 200 followers, so keep that up, people, please. That'd be awesome. I would love that. Skeletons sometimes. Oh, you're right.
A skeleton key. I
I
don't think
like
a skeleton
brass.
key is actually made out of a skeleton, though, is it? I thought,
Does that?
doesn't it
I don't think so.
stand for
Although that would be
stands for
interesting.
something?
That would be interesting to see, like keys made out of bone or something like that. But I feel like that would just be a cursed item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're giving me an idea, though.
I was gonna
Giving
say
me an
like,
idea.
hey, any DMs like in chat, Lady Lily over here, yeah, keep that in mind. Keys made out of bone. Bony keys would be wild. Yeah. What would that open? If it was a skeleton, if that was a key made out of bone.
A chest that was made out of the rest of the body.
Oh, interesting. I like it actually. That's crazy. In fantasy, they definitely are, for sure. Okay, we're coming up with all sorts of new ideas, and I love it. We haven't even pulled any prompts yet, so let's go ahead
Okay,
and get
let's
started.
go. Pull a prompt.
For those who don't know, I think I've got at least the one. Lily made the pun before I could type it. Okay.
Great minds, great minds.
I have the Teacups of Fate. We're gonna draw the two prompts. We've got a theme and a tone here. And then I'm just gonna leave you in suspense and let you wait while I. I'm gonna let you wait while I try and get all. Yeah, drum roll while I have to type very slowly.
I sometimes have rhythm.
Yeah.
Not today, though.
What is our tone here? Hold on, let's see.
Tone.
Yes. Okay, good. I'm
Whimsical.
happy with these. One of these is pretty whimsical, yeah. All right. Okay, let's transition over, and we've got our theme is aliens, and our tone is a masquerade ball. So we get to do a kind of intergalactic sci-fi masquerade moment. This is fun.
All right.
Yeah, I like it.
It's giving a little bit of like the opera Fifth Element kind of thing, where I like in my mind. I'm seeing.
Okay. See, my first thought, whenever I think of aliens, anytime I think of something like sci-fi or like, alien adjacent, I think of the show Farscape. Has anyone seen Farscape? I really love that show.
I have not.
I haven't seen it. I've
never heard of it, actually.
It's okay. Jim Henson in space.
Oh.
It's so incredible.
Puppets?
A lot of puppetry. A lot of great puppetry. My wife loves Farscape. Yes! I haven't seen Farscape in so long, but I miss it. It was like late 90s, 2000s, Jim Henson in space. So it is about this human, this astronaut, who went out into this, like, I think he was trying to, like, study, like, wormholes or something, but he got sucked into one, and it took him to the other end of the universe, where he ended up on a ship filled with, like, ex-convicts. And so it's this, like, ragtag group of aliens, and then he gets, like, this, like, kind of, like, bug or, like, organic creature kind of thing get into him, which is like a translator. It like worms into his brain, so it translates the languages so that way he can understand everybody. That's a whole thing. Yeah, we love the Muppets. That's literally it's Muppets in space. It's incredible. But it is one of those shows that for me has like everything. It's got like romance, it's got action, it's got comedy. I actually met one of the actors from Farscape, which was really fun. I met her at a convention in Sacramento once, and I told her that I really wanted to cosplay Chiana, who is her character, and she just went, "You totally should. You have the perfect body for it." And I was like, "I will cry. I am so gay. Don't tell me that." Which is very nice.
Highlight of my life was meeting Vic Menyaga dressed as Lust from Fullmetal Alchemist. That was the highlight. Yeah. That was my favorite.
God.
That was the one time I went to a somewhat con thing. Only time. But
love that.
For me, my sci-fi like experience it really starts with Star Wars. So like I built like I went off of that. So it was like Star Wars, Fifth Element, obviously, but that one came more like later on. A
Yeah.
lot of like kids shows that involved space. I think Space Power Rangers was like my favorite Power Rangers. Please, no one
Awesome.
come at me for that one. Please.
Oh my god.
So, but a lot of the time, like for me growing up with sci-fi, as much as I loved it, I always felt it was very like muted colors, which is why I
Mm.
loved when like the prequels came out and they had the
Yeah.
Amidala in like these outfits that were
Yes.
just everything. I was like, oh my god, and they were so eclectic and so unique because they had such fantasy elements to them. Like they
Yeah.
had like the
Yeah,
more
yeah, yeah.
like very whimsical fairy-ish elements to her because they gave her all these beautiful pastel colors. So like when I try to think color in space, I see Queen Amidala.
Mm. See, I imagine like a very like almost cyberpunk type of energy. Um I imagine like a lot of neons, a lot of like bright colors, like dim lighting but bright like neon lighting, that kind of thing. And so
The with that movie that came out with Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford, it was a sequel driving me Blade Runner.
yes, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That kind of like aesthetic. And that might just be because I'm a little bit obsessed with like cyberpunk aesthetic lately. We can blame K-pop for that.
Can
we
blame K-pop for a lot of things.
we can blame ATs. Thank you. I went to the VR concert and it was very cyberpunk aesthetic. It was beautiful. Is neon punk a genre? I think that would be cyberpunk.
Yeah,
I think neon punk
I
and
I would agree.
cyberpunk are too, that Venn diagram is too much of a circle, you know? Yay K-pop. Oh yeah. So improv and RPG, I had Matt on my channel around the time that I was first like getting into K-pop. And there's a clip from that episode where I said something about like, oh yeah, there's a member of, I think the group's name is Stray Kids. I think his name is Felix. And like that's hilarious cuz right now on that bookshelf back there, I have a binder filled with Felix photo cards. Yeah, here we are months later and I am too deep in that rabbit hole.
Oh look, I
um
realized to go with your theme, I have a teapot and a teacup on my necklace.
Cute.
I
Okay.
didn't
Oh
plan
my
that out.
gosh.
I was like,
That's
oh, where's my
so
teacup
cute.
necklace? I haven't worn that in a bit.
That's honestly, I love that. Yeah, I love teacups. I actually have on my kind of altar shelf here this other teacup which is just my trinket cup. It's
Oh,
just filled with a bunch
okay.
of things. I've got a little acorn. I've got this little guy. I've got a bunch. Maybe one day should I do a bonus stream that is just a
I'll,
trinket tour that is just going
I
through all
would
my
say
weird
yeah.
things.
I would like if you see behind me, there's like a like right over here. I have a bunch of tiny little anime figures.
Yes.
I have your from Spy X Family. I have Hatsune Miku. I have uh Nezuko, and I have a couple tiny little ones. They're all around a little bowl of ramen. They're sharing a meal.
That's so cute. I love it. Alien Masquerade Tea Party. Actually, yes. Okay. So here's what I'm thinking though. Because aliens gives such a like aliens and sci-fi and anything like that literally gives us like such a wide thing, like a wide like we literally have a universe to play with, right? So here's what I'm imagining. Because you and I have different like aesthetics in mind of what we think like aliens would be, what if this masquerade ball is like an intergalactic like diplomatic like event, right? So it's like a bunch
Okay,
of
so
different
different
like,
species.
yeah, like a bunch of different people from a bunch of different planets all coming together, like different like literally different world leaders, right? Leaders of different worlds all coming together for this one event. So that way your character, if you
Okay.
want to have like a very pastelly or like very fantasy elements, and then I'll do a more like kind of cyberpunk kind of character, that could be really fun.
I can find a blend. I can find a blend to lean more into that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
and it should be like on like one of those like giant ships that's just like a giant ballroom that like with like a hotel or something for everyone to stay in. It's
Yes.
like a space center that everyone goes to. So
Yeah.
it's like an international or intergalactic space center.
Intergalactic Space Center. Yeah. 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 So, okay. So instead of calling it uh, like the International Space Station, the ISS, it's like IGSC or something. Intergalactic Space Center. Yeah.
Center.
Yeah. I love it. Intergalactic planets. What's
Yes.
happening over
I
here?
don't
What are
know.
you doing?
I just saw it pop up, and I'm like, that's a lot of words.
The
That sound.
second
Those are a
she
lot of
said
words.
intergalactic, I shouted planetary. What am I? Oh, it's a Beastie Boys song?
I guess.
What are you telling me? Don't ask questions. It's my chat. If anyone's allowed to ask questions, it's me. This is my show.
That's funny.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay.
I'm gonna have to look up that song later.
Yeah, now I want to look up. Don't ask that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not calling it that. Who allowed War Torn Knight, Cinderella, and Game Jousters into one chat room? Why did I allow this? Y'all all three are dangerous to be in the same room together.
You need channel points to ask questions. Oh
yes,
no.
exactly. I have to. No, you have to redeem your. God damn it! Why did I know he was gonna do that? All right, fine. Matt, ask your question.
We will answer honestly. We swear.
How dare you cannot redeem 500 channel points to ask me how dare you.
well, you see, I've always been a defined person by nature.
Yeah,
so when
exactly.
someone like kind of makes me feel that they don't think I'll do something, I have to do it. So that's how I dare.
And how I dare is, it's my fucking show. I make the rules here. Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If you want more power, you can come back onto the show. I don't know.
Yeah, Matt, are you scared?
Yeah. You should be. Okay, wait. Hold on. I have to actually read the normal shit that's being talked about in chat. Alien Masquerade Ball sounds like something that would happen in the holodeck in Star Trek. Yes. That also, I agree. I think... Okay, I'll stop derailing the stream. That's fine. We will derail the stream on our own, okay?
Don't worry. We'll tangent off eventually.
It'll happen. Yeah. You can't... Yeah. The derailment will happen naturally. Trust me. Okay. How dare she ask questions on her own show? The entitlement, I swear.
And mounds and heaps and mounds and heaps.
This is the one time a week where I'm allowed to be entitled. Let me have this.
Right?
Exactly. Okay.
I rage a lot on mine, so I get like that too. I'm like, it's my channel, I can get mad if I want to.
Yeah. The only time I just mostly rage at my chat because it's a bunch of this. It's a bunch of derailment and absolute chaos. And this is what happens when I get War Torn Knight and Game Jousters, and now Cinderella. Cinder is a new person. He showed up during I don't know. They showed up during yeah, they showed up during Faye House, and that was a whole thing. I'm Andrew's brother. Oh shit. Oh no.
My first time here. I have the benefit of not knowing.
Yeah. Oh god. This is my life. All right.
It's fun.
So let's try and get back on track here. Let's think about like who. Okay, here's what I think. Because a lot of the times when I get these prompts, my brain will go into, okay, do we want to make characters first and then build worlds off of that, or do we want to build the world first and then build characters off? But I think something we should do is figure out two separate worlds. Like, what planet is your character from? What's that planet's vibe? And then I'll look into like who my character is, like what planet, what's the like he brought me here and I'm not leaving. You know what? I get it. I do.
It's a fun place to be.
It is good vibes so far. We're having a great time. So
we even have a color scheme going with the cameras and the lights.
Honestly, I noticed that. I was like, oh my gosh, our lighting is similar too. We're matching. What's the planet from that one song? Huh?
A ver, güey, vas a tener que dar un poquito más detalle porque la verdad es que no sé qué me estás diciendo. Sorry.
I don't know Spanish.
No, you're good. What I said was, okay, dude, you're gonna have to give me a little bit more detail because I do not know what you're trying to say to me.
I was hoping that that is exactly what you were saying, because I was like, I feel like I understand the body language here, but I'm trying to learn Korean. I don't know Spanish. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm
Which
trying
I
to
feel
learn
like if
French
I'm
and
gonna
I'm
learn a
terrible.
language, I should be learning Spanish. But again,
Whatever
K-pop
language you
has
want.
influenced my whole life.
Learn whatever language you want. I spoke Spanish first, and then I spoke English. So
Ah,
technically, English is my learned language.
interesting. I love that. Well, I'm sorry then, because English must suck to try and learn, honestly.
uh,
Oh no, she's angry. She's
it
gone to Spanish mode.
So yeah, okay. So Castlevania, he's actually on my channel. He's one of the players in my game. So
Incredible.
they've seen me mad, and like it'll come out in like a stream of Spanish.
That's so
But it
funny.
also comes out when I'm confused.
When I start like venting or getting all heated and stuff, I get real southern real quick. My accent will come out, and it's because that's what happens when you're from Texas. Which is weird because my accent, I did not have an accent growing up. It got thicker the longer I stayed away from Texas.
Maybe you just heard it more. Maybe like it
I think
wasn't as
so.
thick, and then you
Yeah,
come here, and then there's the accent is different because
yeah.
California still has an accent,
Mhm.
believe it or not.
Yeah.
And so like it started to sound thicker to you because you weren't hearing it consistently. There's
Yeah.
also that.
Yeah, because I will spend if I spend like a week back in my hometown, I'll come back and I'll just this is just how I sound now. This is just how I talk. Uh, oh my god!
That
Now
looks
that
like Cinder also speaks Spanish.
oh my god!
He understood me.
Oh god! Oh no! I'm outnumbered. I don't understand. The language settings have changed on my channel.
I won't speak so much Spanish. I'm sorry.
No,
I
I
didn't mean
love
to
it.
throw you off.
No, I love it. It's great. Um, ooh, what if you did that? Like, what if our planets speak different? Like, I mean, I would assume like
Languages,
planets speak different languages, right?
Avi. Like there's no like English or French or anything in another planet. It's gonna be some.
I mean,
The I can't even think of a name.
you know
The
that there's like every almost every like D&D game I've been in or like TTRPG game will be like, "Oh, we speak celestial." And then a person will start speaking in Spanish or speaking in like German or something, and it's like, "Oh, okay." So celestial is like in my home game, elvish is French.
There you go.
and and it's because we have my character is a high elf and my character's like bestie, our druid, is a wood elf that's from a swamp, and we were like, oh, okay, so speaking in these different dialects of elvish, it's kind of like if you were speaking to someone who spoke like a Paris, like Parisian high society type of French, and then you speak to someone who speaks like Louisiana Creole French.
Gotcha.
It's like very
It,
different, but like technically the same language, but very different at the same time. It's been a
it,
whole thing. Nah, I use Google
that
Translate.
no, it's funny. We did that. We're doing that in a game I play with 2B Dice for Frontiers of Eberron because in their first season they had a whole other or like their first round of it they had a whole other cast and it got established because Victor was in that game and
Yeah.
I think he was playing a halfling and it was established that where he comes from like the halfling language is Spanish. So
Cute.
when I came in, so what I'm playing in the second act of the new cast, it was like kind of reestablished because Victor guest spotted. So he starts speaking Spanish. So I was just like, can I speak back in Spanish? I also understand. So now my character just canonically knows Halfling because I know Spanish.
I love that. Hi, I'm in the whole other cast. Hello. Canonized halfling is Spanish. You know what? I like it. I think that's great. I would be a terrible bounty hunter. Wait, why are we talking about bounty hunters? I'm so not caught up on chat because I was listening to cool language
I see Orcs as Dutch
conversations.
up here. I see Orcs as Dutch. And oh, someone said I want to be a bounty hunter in space. That's I saw that.
Oh, okay. So you want to play in like,
Boba Fett.
uh, oh, I was gonna say, so you want to play in like Cowboy Bebop,
Ooh, that's a good
which
one
is
too.
kind of a good vibe. Oh, I kind of like the Cowboy Bebop vibe. Ooh, maybe I'll do that. Maybe my character is not actually from. Okay, wait. Chat gave me a good idea. So at this masquerade ball, that's supposed to be like a high society, high political, like all these, literal world leaders, going into this like big like ballroom, this big like I would say like a massive like asteroid sized ship that is just like a traveling like place where all these people can like congregate. Um I have a Cowboy Bebop tattoo. That's sick, actually. Cowboy Bebop is one of the only animes that I've actually watched all the way through.
Really?
I've only watched three, like completely from beginning to end, and that is Oron High School Host Club,
Okay.
Fruits Basket, and Cowboy Bebop. And that was because I
I
loved the first two. I loved those in like middle school and junior high
oh,
and like early high school, and then and actually I recently did watch the remake of Fruits Basket, and it's awesome. But Cowboy Bebop I watched in like when I was like 21 ish, and I loved it.
I will always recommend Full Metal Alchemist to every single person because it is just the story, and not in any other medium. I would
Yeah.
recommend this story. Is one of those. Like
Yeah.
did I don't love it because it's an anime. I love it because the story is so good, and it brought me into anime.
Oh,
Also,
okay. See,
if you
Oron
like
is the one that
if you like
brought
the
me
fairy
into.
stuff, Inuyasha,
I
Inuyasha is a lot
lied.
of
I have
fun.
watched Inuyasha.
Oh,
I
there
did
you
watch.
go.
Yep. I watched
I was
that
like, you have
forever ago, and I like barely remember it. So I'm sorry, but like I have seen it.
is one of my favorites. I have up. It's too high up. I have a picture up there. I have a bunch of anime kind of going up the slope. It's a
Oh,
little
that's
high up.
awesome.
You can't
I
see
love
it.
that.
Okay,
Okay.
but while we were talking, I had an idea. I had an idea.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Keep
So
going.
we were talking the thing. So this is a little far fetched and more of a story thing. But
Okay.
what if we gave it like a Titanic thing, where this something bad would happen to the ship, and
Oh.
we could even have like a cute little like love story because we think about it. My character, I was thinking like Rose from Titanic. Right? I was like, I want someone like who doesn't want to be in this high society type thing, but has to be there. And then like just everything started kind of building in my brain
Yes. No,
after
that's
that.
perfect because I was thinking like what if my character was like not supposed to be there, was not really like a high society person at all. What if they were like a Cowboy Bebop? So now if we're thinking Titanic, so my character is absolutely going to be like the Jack in this story. Except
Yay!
we're going to make it gay because
Gotta
obviously
make it gay.
we
You
got to
gotta
make
make
it
it gay.
gay. And I refuse to kill off my characters, so we're going to make it
No,
happy ending.
we're gonna find we're gonna find an escape pod. We're not gonna
Yes.
with two seats. We gotta find an escape pod with
There
two
is
seats.
room on the door for us to both escape.
Oh
Yeah,
my god!
we
Character
have
development.
to.
No,
Time
now we
someone
have to.
suggested a romance between the. Oh my god! Oh my god! Jousters, I'm begging you, make a not quite novelist spreadsheet, please. I love the wait. I love the idea of a space door for one.
Your grand opening party on the Death Star.
Yes.
No,
Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, this is hilarious. This is a real thing. Time someone
this is happening.
suggested a romance between the characters. Savannah 13 and guests across all of them 1. It can't have been just one. It cannot have been just one.
It was me this time.
I think he's counting me to say it because I said we're gonna make it gay. But I'm like, come on. You brought up Titanic and you said it has to be a love story, so you definitely
I
count.
still it works so well. I
Yes.
did watch Titanic a few days ago, so it's on the brain.
Yes, good, 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 good. I love it. I got the data and the data doesn't lie. You're the one entering the data and you're lying. You're feeding the computer false information. So Andy is the one. No, oh yeah, Andy did suggest it to be a love story because he said Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, you're right. We did it. Hey, there has been more than one guest to suggest
Yes,
love stories.
too.
It's not all me, okay? Oh my god,
Billy's
that's so
playing
funny.
Jabba the Hutt. What?
Okay, guess. I'm gonna listen to all of the episodes I've had since the beginning, and I'm gonna figure out how many have actually been me suggesting a love story and how many have been my guests. I'm gonna listen to all my.
I'm
I need to re-listen to all
I'm
my
always
episodes.
up for a love story. Like DMs that I play under, understand. I'm always up for a love story.
Yes, that is a known thing in my channel too, which is if I always say like I've been single for too long, so if I'm not getting any, I'm gonna make damn sure my characters do. Uh,
Girl. No, no. And I play in a game with my husband, not the one I also play with him in Frontiers, but on a Friday game we play every Friday. We're on session 34. I am desperately trying to romance my own husband right now. It is
Romance your own
difficult.
husband is crazy. We have so in my home game, we have had one episode we've had one session with this one NPC that my character just did not fucking like because he was like he was the twin brother of our druid who's my character's bestie, and he's an asshole. He's such a dick. But one person, I think it was the DM, I think it was who's my housemate by the way. I think she had said something enemies to lovers and my little brain stuck with it and I'm like, well shit. I guess Moria has a crush on this bitch now. And it's really funny because she doesn't think she does. He's an asshole. You should ask her about romance in her Wednesday game. Go on. Wait, no, you gotta redeem channel points to ask questions.
Yeah, you have to andale. Yep. You can't just ask.
Gotta redeem those points.
I have a lot to say for anyone. who would like to ask me that question. Just letting you know. There's a lot of things I can say. But in context specifically to the story we're trying to build here, yes, I think we should totally do a Sapphic Rosejack. The space station that's hosting the ball is about to get attacked by rebels because all of the rich people are stealing resources, and it's enough time.
And my character is like one of the leaders of like a rebellion. My character is like part of like a ragtag rebel group of like people who have escaped their planets because all of these resources are being taken, and we've all like become these like traveling nomadic refugees basically. And there's the capitalism. Okay, listen, here's the problem. I fucking warned Lily before we started. I try so hard to make the government not the BBEG in almost every stream, and here we are.
Technically, it's not the government. I said the rich people. So capitalism can be separate from the government, and capitalism can be the enemy.
True. You know what? You're so right. You're so right.
Capitalism is separate from government. We should be no capitalism in the government, but here we are.
And you realize once the YouTube channel gets more popular, people are gonna oh no. Okay, so plug your YouTube in the chat, I guess. I need to know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't like this. Oh god. All right, let's get back to our characters. So your character is someone who is part of like the upper class, is part of like the rich people. What
we could
kind
totally
of like
I'm thinking married off to the rich bad guy, I think would be great. Okay. So it'd be very much like raised to just be a proper lady, raised to be a wife, but wants more from life kind of thing. Yeah. It's like I can do more. I can be badass.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Do you think that maybe... Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and you pick, like, which option you like more. Do you think maybe your family is, like, very powerful and you could be, like, next in line, like, to take over whatever, like, family, you know, line that you've got going on? Or do you think maybe your family is, like, struggling and that's why they married you off to a richer family to, like, boost you're kind of marrying up?
Oh, I like that one. I like that one because it adds like more.
Wait, let's see. Romance, check. Gay, check. Capitalism, check. What else are we missing? I don't know. That you kind of summed up a Not Quite Novelist stream pretty on the money here.
Can his name be Zilly Bane? That's not even his name in the movie. His name is Hockley in the movie. That's what I'm like.
No, I like Zilly Bane. We have to keep Zilly Bane, actually. I
Yes,
like how we
yes,
Completely ignored.
Castlevania. It
Hey,
sounds very
Cinder,
familiar.
yes, I'm choosing to ignore that. Thank you. Uh, because Zilly Bane is hilarious. Oh, I like how he chose to. Yeah, I feel like he's also choosing to ignore that on purpose. People associate Billy Zane with the Titanic, but for me, that's the Phantom. Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my husband's also. That's where
I,
he likes Billy Zane from too
I get
in the
it. I
Phantom.
get it. Oh my
No,
gosh.
no, not of the opera. It was he. It's like a superhero movie that came out in the '90s. He wears
Mm-hmm.
like a purple jumpsuit. It's a good movie.
Wait, now I want to look this up because I want to remember what that. This is what happens. This is what I mean by we're
No, look
going
it
to
up.
derail
Look it
the.
up. Look it up. Full purple bodysuit. I'm pretty sure it's purple.
Oh, yep. It's like a yeah. No, that's purple. Like the poster looks blue, but then looking at this like YouTube clip, that's for sure purple. I love it.
Lighting.
Incredible. Okay. This is what I mean when I say we will derail the stream ourselves. It's fine.
Don't worry.
Zilly Bane is crazy. I'm keeping that name for your shitty husband right now.
Shitty husband to
Shitty
be.
soon to to be okay soon to be ex fiance. How about that?
There we go.
Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I think my character, yeah, fully is like part of these like nomadic rebel types. Like we're trying to like infiltrate the big thing and either are I'm trying to think like okay, are we trying to get in to derail and to like cause chaos? Are we going in guns blazing or are we like going in recon style or Leonardo DiCaprio? No, I'm not doing that.
No, no, come on.
That's too much. That's too much. Oh my gosh.
I'm
This is so stupid. No.
maybe it was yeah, the whole point was to go in and like kind of maybe cause chaos or like take some of like the really bad ones so that you can force them to like undo any of the bad stuff and then
Yeah.
shit just gets out of hand and that's when like suddenly like blasts start hitting that kind of fuck up the space station causing
Yeah.
the panic and then it becomes the like oh survive this shit
Yeah. What if
but like while
okay,
everyone's intruding.
what if this is actually like a certain group of like there's one like solar system of the different world leaders in this one solar system and that's who's all coming together on this one thing, but there is like another like a like almost like a neighboring galaxy or a neighboring solar system like within this galaxy that that is like there is like some tension between us, right? And
Okay.
so now, then, like, while we're on the ship and we're part of these, like, nomads traveling from, like, planet to planet within this one solar system, trying to, like, live our lives, we're just going in just to kind of derail some of their, like, business ventures or conversations about, like, it's much more of, like, a political recon thing. But while we're on it, the ship gets attacked by this other thing. And it's, like, almost like an act of war. Like, the ship from the other solar system is coming in to attack it. And then it turns into, okay, it's not an us versus you thing anymore. It's an all of us versus them thing because they're the ones that attacked us. We can have our tensions, but
Okay.
we gotta come together to like deal with that shit.
I like it. Make
Yeah.
it forces camaraderie. I like it.
Yes. Yeah.
We're getting
Helpful
there, guys.
older
We're
self.
building
What
something.
is wrong with you? Okay, Cinder, I'm gonna put you in timeout, and by association, game jousters, just because I can. Uh, deal with it. I thought they threw the lightsaber in the Dune Sea at the end. What? What is happening in chat right now? What are you guys talking about?
The heart of the ocean gets dropped into the water. I think he's referencing a
Oh
lightsaber
my
instead of
god.
instead.
God damn it. Why did I not catch that?
I was like, wait. Oh, the diamond, the fucking diamond.
Yeah, the fucking diamond.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Wild. Anyway, um
Oh my god.
so dumb. Yeah, I think having I think like having this like other attack, this like almost act of war does like it becomes a forced camaraderie, but then it becomes like maybe because my character like she went in going in trying to be like okay, this is recon. I'm trying to learn what their plans are. Like this wasn't even supposed to be like an attack thing of us like going in to try and derail some shit or try and like unravel some shit. It was just us going to like gather information. So it's maybe me and like a little posse of our like rebellion leaders or whatever, like our little rebellion group, and all of us are going
Oh,
in like disguise like as guests because it's a masquerade, right? So we all have our masks, we all have our like, you know, fancy outfits that we all probably scrapped together and made ourselves or whatever. Um, but we go in and then this shit happens and suddenly it's like, okay, we're going to take the masks off, reveal who we are because y'all need to listen to us because if anyone's going to understand what this experience is going to be like and how to get out of this, it's going to be us. And it kind of like forces them, all these like, you know, rich elites to listen to these like, you know, scrappy rebels.
and given the context of we had obviously interacted before any of the bad stuff happened,
Yeah.
maybe even before the ball, just so that like to build that little thing, she could my character could pull to like appeal to the people since she's one of them. Be like, we should probably
Yes.
listen.
Yeah.
Maybe we should listen to them. They seem like
Maybe
you know what they're
listen.
talking about.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So now we're getting into. I promise it's not a troll. Okay. All right. We've got an ask a question. Interesting. It's not a troll question. Now I'm curious. What are you about to do?
I'm scared.
I'm scared.
I will answer honestly, but I'm
Yes.
scared.
What makes your character's planets special? I think the interesting thing
Ooh.
about my character is that she one thing I love characters who like don't know certain parts of their origin. So like characters, you know, if Lily and Matt over here, y'all know like my character in Fate doesn't know or didn't know her father. I have another character. My very first D&D character was kind of similar. She didn't know her birth parents. She was adopted, and she learned that she was adopted. So I think something interesting about my character is maybe she does not know where her like planet of origin is. Maybe she doesn't know like where she's actually from. She was maybe this like group of like this kind of nomadic group has been around for so long that she was born among them and kind of grew up in this like scrappy type of like never staying in one place kind of thing. So maybe she doesn't know really what her I don't want to say like race is, but really what her like origin what her like heritage is basically other than just I was born in this weird amalgamation combo of all these different people, of a very small group of very diverse, eclectic group of people that this is her culture now, kind of thing. I think that could be really interesting for her.
All right, I like that.
Yeah.
I think for mine, because I decided to make her the rose of the situation. I see like a planet that's like, or at least the place where she lives to be very pretty and pristine and well kept, and to lean more into the to like the like the cyberpunk, maybe like that steampunk type of thing where it's like kind of
Ooh.
Victorian cross with some like with sci-fi, but but her planet maybe has like a really good like good resource like under the ground where that's where all of the labor is coming from with people who probably don't deserve to be living in those kinds of conditions. So that's kind of what I'm seeing. So something that makes it special, I would think that they export some like really good resource, and
Mm.
uh, that's why they're even bothering to deal with her family because of the place she comes from, because there's like a
Maybe
lot to get from there.
maybe it is like a I don't think it would be like oil, but I think it'd be maybe like um, something naturally occurring. Like maybe the water from your planet
Yeah.
has a specific mustard plants. No, I'm banning mustard from being allowed in this stream. Okay. Lily, to give you some background, because I've told this story too many fucking times on this channel, but I'm gonna tell it again. Uh, Jousters and I were playing a game of code names several months ago, and he and I were on the same team. I don't know if you've ever played code names, but basically it's like you've got like a board where one of your characters just sees like a grid of words, and um your other like player sees which words on this grid are the ones that your player has to guess in order to like they're part of that team's like they're labeled under like a red team or blue team. One of the words on the grid was mustard, and his hint to me, because he has to give me a hint so I pick the correct words on the board, his hint to me was mustard. Or no, his hint to me was french fries. The word on the board was mustard. I wouldn't have picked mustard if the hint was french fries. Thank you! Thank you! Because who the fuck puts mustard on french fries? But he loves it. And he thinks that's normal and fine. And we lost the game because of that. We lost this fucking round because of that, right? Oh, wait, I heard this. Yeah. And then not only that,
so shocked. I'm sorry.
So now what this motherfucker does will send me pictures of french fries with mustard on it, which is insane. He will also come into my chat, ask my guests about mustard. He will talk about, like, that's all he fucking talks about. Oh, there's another thing. I forgot to mention, by the way, if you donate to my Ko-Fi page, fun fact about me, I'm an extremely picky eater. I've never had a burger before. I know it's fucking weird. If I make it to $1,000 on Ko-Fi donations, then I will eat a burger live on stream. So fucking give me money, please. Because I think that's funny.
Yep. Give her money.
I'll do it. But the goal is whoever donates that $1,000 and gets me to that goal gets to be the one to pick what kind of burger that I eat. Jousters is not allowed to be that person. Because I know what he's going to do. He will put mustard on that burger, and I won't allow it.
I was like, guacamole on the burger is better than mustard on the burger, in my opinion, but that's the point.
And that it's insane. Oh, and then this motherfucker actually came to me. We met in person in December, and he gave me a really nice, thoughtful Christmas gift. He got me like a Dice Advent calendar, a pennant that goes with
nice.
Our favorite actual play podcast that we listen to, Gals and Goblins. He got me, like, there was some really nice chocolates in there. It was great. He also put a jar of mustard in the fucking present. And I almost kicked him out of my car. I was like, go back. Get back on a plane. Get away from me.
That would have been me. I would have been annoyed.
Yeah, no, he literally said, like, he said when he was buying it, he goes, I wonder if anyone else has actually gifted someone their own murder weapon. I was like, close.
That'd be a great reveal in a murder mystery. To slightly derail, just because you're saying mustard and condiments and all that stuff, and I remember this thing where I this bit that I wrote. I made a movie a few years back, right? And I wrote in the film this thing that they're these two people who just met, they're trying to get comfortable with each other. So the guy suggests, oh, we do like drink or tell. Either you like we ask questions, and if you don't answer the question, you take a shot. And she says, so this is a boy and a girl. And she's like, so your first thing that you want to do when you meet me, the girl, is get me drunk. And he's like, never mind. She's like, oh, here's it. He takes out a jar of mayo instead. And he's just like, how about we just take like a thing of mayo? Now, when we did this, when we filmed this, it was chocolate. It was white pudding. It was white pudding because I was like, I'm not licking mayo. I know I wrote the bit, but I am not just eating mayo straight. That's just not happening today.
That's awful.
But by the end of so that bit happens. They do take it when they don't answer questions, and then the movie goes on. It's actually it's like a suspenseful film. So the movie goes on, and at the end of the movie, they meet again, and the comment, she's like, I want to let's go eat somewhere that doesn't have hamburgers or hot dogs or any place that has mayo, anything that has mayo in it. I just know, it was meant to be a cute joke. His response is, oh, let's go try some homemade mayo from this one food truck. So like I'm thinking like condiments. It's like no, yeah. Once you put that you don't like something,
Yeah.
eventually it's going to come back at you.
Yeah. Exactly. So so I have deemed Game Jousters as Mustard Boy, and he fucking plagues my chat with mentions of mustard. And a lot of the times my guests don't have context for it, and I get to tell this story over and over and over again.
It's
So
it's pretty funny though.
it's a great bit. I'm as much as I hate it, I also love it. As long as I don't have to actually eat mustard.
That's the only thing. I don't want to actually have to
Yeah,
lick the mayo. Like
I will. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Okay, okay. Jesus. All of this because War Torn Knight asked like a genuine question of, hey, what makes your planet special? And I'm trying to
special.
figure out what a good resource for your planet would be. I would
I
say,
like the idea of it being water,
I
like
think it's
water
like
based. Like
maybe
there's like
the
a
water,
um.
like, yeah, it's like the purest. Or maybe there is a certain like mineral that can only be like, you can only. Can I help you?
I was about to
Sorry.
say, is everything okay?
Did y'all hear the sirens outside? Oh shit, they found
Yes.
me. Oh god, I gotta go. Bye. Oh my god, this is how world building works. Sometimes it's mustard. Sometimes mustard can go fuck itself. So
Mustard is, we haven't we never no one's invented mustard on this planet, so
yeah,
just
mustard
don't.
doesn't exist on this planet. I love it. Oh my god. Don't defend him. Don't defend mustard. Why am I so this has if anything this bit has made me more anti-mustard.
Because now you have to double down.
Yeah,
Now you have to
exactly.
double down
He's
on the
doubled down on
no
being
mustard.
Mustard Boy, and so I have to double down on being this is my villain arc, as I am the anti-mustard. I fucking hate it. Water is a great idea. Yes. I think there is like a mineral that cannot actually be like mined to find its purest form. Like its purest form can only be found when you find it in like the traces of the water on your planet, I think.
And it's like replenishing. We're like a planet that is been like stripped and is really desert and dry. This
Now there's a fire truck outside. I really hope everything's okay.
I hope everyone's fine.
Everyone jingle your keys and say a quick prayer for whoever those trucks are going to.
Not
There
the
we go.
dice.
Oh no.
A dice flew out of my bag right into.
What in the 1946 siren was that? I think it was a fire truck. I think it was an ambulance and then a fire truck.
Oh no.
So now I'm really
A
hoping
dice
that everyone's
fell
okay.
and rolled.
Oh no.
A dice
Oh
fell
god.
and rolled.
Oh, what did it roll?
I don't know.
Oh god.
It rolled a 4.
We got a 4.
It was a D6, so it wasn't that bad.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're good. I heard about people getting gifted a murder weapon and they come and you're right. Hey, listen, he's not dead yet.
Every time I think of okay, look, this isn't a weird thing, okay, but every time I think of schmurder weapons, and I have to say schmurder because I don't know what things are, right?
I never think about that, so I just say all the shit I want to.
I have a good one.
Okay.
I have a good one, and it's a good thing I say this that way. I could never be tempted to use it. Yeah. So when I used to work for a company that will not be named, but they have a little check mark as their thing, right? Cool. So I worked at one of the stores. I used to work a lot of like apparel and back of house, but I was in charge, or I was part of management. So we would build the racks that you guys would see, like the ones that aren't attached to the wall. We called them workhorses.
Okay.
The shelves would be about like this long, and they'd have like this attachment like that where you clip them on. They were made of like solid metal.
Yeah.
Solid metal. They were heavy. And sometimes if one store was low, we could ask other stores, hey, do you have any spares? So we would ship them out to other stores. And I remember once I was packing a shipment and I had the thought because I was holding this heavy ass thing, and I was like, if I ended someone with something like this, all I have to do is clean it and send it off, and they'll never find the murder weapon.
You're so crazy, but you're right. I love that this is what I feel like. This is like one of those moments that you would find on like like a Tumblr blog that says just girly things. You know what I mean? Like this is the
Just a girly thought.
just girly thoughts. Yeah. This is what happens when you listen to true crime and you watch and you're you know? I didn't even know if you listen to true crime. I just that sounds correct for you. It just sounds like accurate.
It was like I was holding a heavy object. I had a thought. I wasn't gonna do anything.
Yeah, no, we have at my job, because I work in screen printing, we have like tape that we put onto like the pallets where we load the t-shirts onto to go for printing. And every now and again we have to like peel it off, and when we do, the printer, he will like roll the tape up and he creates these like bats almost. He creates this like weird like roll that is like real sturdy because it's packed really tight, and it's like kind of sticky because it's like the tape for it. And I love to just take it and then just like kind of smack him with it. He gets really annoyed at me, and I think it's funny to just beat him with it. Icicles, true. Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
But I feel
also.
like the problem is blood. You know what I mean? Like would stain it, and then would eventually stain like the snow or the water or whatever. Like whatever wherever you are putting the icicle. You know what I mean? So that's just a thing. But you're right, it would melt away, so you no fingerprints. So maybe just keep the icicle in the... We gotta stop talking about this. We gotta move on.
Yeah, okay.
So,
We're getting back to our
back on track.
Titanic
So yes,
masquerade.
I think that's really interesting that is kind of what your planet is like the exporter of is water. Maybe your planet is... We've got to stop talking about this, y'all. Change the subject.
Don't worry, there'll probably be some kind of action in this story.
Yes, exactly.
Further along.
So freaking wait. Anyway, we're on Masquerade Ball. Murder mystery is a prompt in here. I didn't draw murder mystery, okay? Relax. So we're moving on and not incriminating ourselves. So I think something that could make my group interesting is like maybe they are like not established as a like their own like nation or their own planet or anything like that. We have maybe like a cluster of like ships that we all take. And so maybe we do have, maybe we're known as like traveling merchants or something. It's very, I'm trying not to go down like the road of like having it be a caravan. Yeah, I kind of want it to be almost like a sci-fi cyberpunk version of like I'm not calling them that of like
have you
the
ever
Romani
played
type.
Yeah, the Romani, yeah. We don't use the other word, guys. Have you ever played Mass Effect?
No, I don't really play video games that often because I'm lame, but like please
no worries.
Explain. I've heard of it.
There is if Castlevania was still here, he knows more about it. But there's a people, right? Who we get one of the main characters from there. She joins your party, your group, and cool. Her people are from a planet that is not viable. They can't live in it anymore. So they've all just been living on spaceships together. Like they travel together. So they like their names are like I am. But like if it were my name's Lily of this ship kind of thing. It's a very interesting concept. So it's like, yeah, no, that's a thing that can work. You have like these good ships that people can live on them.
Yes. Okay. So that is kind of exactly what I'm imagining. Yeah, nomads. They are a very like nomadic group. I think that
Tali, yeah.
Tali, is that the name of one of the characters? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
wait, hold on. I want to look up Tali from Mass Effect just so I can see like what she
looks like. She hot.
Am I about to get real gay?
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Like fair warning.
Immediately,
100%.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
The Quarian. That's what they're called.
I love that. Okay, well, cool. So we've got kind of an idea of like what our worlds, what our like kind of cultures are like. I'm curious now. Let's do some like character building specifically. So like, what do you think your character looks like? Like, is she humanoid? What kind of features does she have? What's her vibe?
I'm gonna try to be a little out of my comfort zone. Yeah, humanoid sort of, but I'm seeing something more of like maybe ethereal, like instead of hair, it's a type of maybe like element of the planet. Maybe like
Do you think
since
that
water
you
is
are
such a big
very
thing.
I was about to say, do you think that your people are very like aquatic style?
Yeah,
Um
so thinking if water is a resource, like a main resource, then I see her maybe like that kind of palish, bluish skin that maybe
yes.
mimics like the water. I do see like her hair, maybe not seaweed, but maybe seaweed that's so fine that it
Ooh.
looks like hair, but upon closer
Yeah,
inspection, it's clearly like seaweed.
I love it.
Uh,
Also, Cinder, you're good. Thank you for apologizing. Like if you didn't know, you didn't know. Now you do. Cool. Um that's a thing. Hey, look up words and
we
what they
learned.
mean cuz sometimes they're really shitty.
No, yeah, like I have a friend who corrected me because she is Romani, and
Really?
she was explaining to me, yeah, she was explaining to me why, and so it's like, yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's just don't like the reasons and
Yeah.
reasons why they're valid. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's something you
Yeah.
do have to learn. You're not gonna just one day wake up and know, oh, it's Romani, not the
Yeah.
other word.
You're gonna learn it by saying it and having other people be like, don't say that. And then you go, why? And you look it up and you're like, oh, that's why. Moving on. Like,
So
yeah.
so this is
So,
how we learn.
cool. All right. Now that we've had our grammar lesson of the day, language lesson of the day. Um, no, I love that. Very like aquatic. Do you think your character like do you think they like breathe underwater then? Is it like this is a planet that is mainly like mostly water and maybe it's like kind of like almost the reverse of Earth where it's mostly water but humans live on land,
Land,
but now it's
little
like it
small
is
bits
mostly water but maybe humans mostly live in water.
in the world. Yeah, I
Okay,
like that
cool.
idea.
Do you have okay? So
But,
we're going full
but I
space
do see her.
mermaids.
Yeah, space mermaids. There we go. But
Yes,
she would be able to like walk like once they're out of
yeah,
water, there are ways that they can like kind of form back out to be able to breathe and be able to like speak there. But
yes.
it kind of just keeps that very like, oh, I like I'm. It looks like I'm in water as I walk
Ugh,
around type of thing.
that's gorgeous. I'm already in love with her. My God.
Like,
I am staying fully in type and trying to figure out how I can make an alien fairy.
do it.
So I'm actually thinking almost like insectile. Um,
Okay,
I think she's got like dragonfly type wings, you know?
love it.
Um when she almost always has them kind of tucked back though, like when she's like walking around, but that's how she like can move through like zero gravity spaces at like higher speeds is like she doesn't care cuz she's got her wings to kind of propel her wherever she's going. Um by definition fairies are aliens. You're technically correct. Um I don't know if that would be correct because I personally see fairies, at least how we know them, as like spirits of
Realm.
the earth. So it's like they're more earthling than we are, in my opinion. But you know, that's a whole
You're
different
not wrong.
conversation that we can have.
Yeah.
I did have a comment about the fairies, the fairy world in Fate. But Matt, I'll message you about that later. I had an idea. It's mostly my own head canon that is not canon, but it will live in my head forever. And we're moving on
Ha-
spiritual. Yeah,
have you
good.
read Have you read Akatar?
No, I haven't. I'm not like that's a thing that I've had several book girlies chastise me for. Of like, girl, you gotta
Just
get on
because
it.
I'm only asking because you said you like fairies. So I was like, oh, I
I
wonder if
love
she's read
fairies.
Akatar. Because yeah,
I
I
here's the
promise it's
problem.
not all smut. I
I
promise it's not
would
all smut. I don't know who pushes that. It's not.
I would be I the problem is like I used to like be a big reader. I used to read like all the fucking time. And now I just don't have the time or the energy because I'm too like
Gotcha.
every time I'm spent even just like hanging out with friends, I am thinking about like, oh, I should be working on this. Oh, I should be if you guys have noticed, my overlay is not up to date yet and it should be. That's my bad. Mind your fucking business, and that's because I've been too busy
It's
doing
pretty.
a million other things. So here's what happens with my stream. I have like the little doodle right up here of the little wallet. That was from an
Yeah.
episode back in December before I took my like holiday break. And then what my goal, what I'm supposed to be doing is I have a new like doodle on my overlay for every new episode I've had. So I'm behind on like 3 weeks. I need to like add new doodles. So this episode will probably have some kind of little doodle of like a symbol or a thing that we put in the story that we create.
Okay.
That I'll get to draw because I hand draw it all because I chose content creation on hard mode for myself. But there's like a million other things that I do and that I just don't have time for. And maybe if I did like sit down with a single hobby like reading, maybe I would be able to focus on my other shit. But as of right now, that's not how my brain works.
No, no, you are fine. I
Yeah.
was reading a lot, between 22 and 24. I
Mm.
was reading so much, and I read like a bunch of stuff. And right now I can't because I am also constantly creating and
Yeah.
and trying to set stuff up for my game, for the mini
Yep.
campaign, for other people's games.
Yep.
So no, I totally understand. If you
I
audiobooks are fun, but not everybody can do an audiobook. So
I also
I just
like
don't like.
I listen to stuff while I'm at work. I do wear my headphones at work, like at my day job, because also I have a full time job on top of streaming, on
Oh,
top of
girl,
guesting in my friends' channels, on top of just being an adult. Like even trying to feed myself takes fucking time that I don't have, you know? Like
I feel you.
it's a problem to be a grown up with ADHD, you know? Um but like the things I listen to when I'm at work are usually my friends' actual plays. It's like other streams. It's like my other content that I want to consume.
There you
It's a
go.
nightmare. Um, okay, but I'm thinking so for my character. Back on track again. I'm thinking for my character what she looks like is she's got these like dragonfly wings. I think she's got a very like humanoid, but it's one of those faces that like everything is just slightly off. Like her eyes are slightly too big. Her chin is maybe slightly too thin. Her mouth is slightly too her nose is slightly too pointed. It's like everything is just a little off. And I think maybe she does have like two little antennas. Like what's the girl from Guardians of the
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Galaxy? Yeah, what's her
Yeah.
name? That I think that kind of vibe, like cute little
Oh
like
my god.
antennas like that. Um
I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember her name right now, but I know who you're talking
Mantis.
about.
Yeah, Mantis.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
who I'm thinking about. Um I think that's kind of her thing. I think maybe her like skin color is maybe like very like almost pearlescent. I think it's like really light colored, a slight tinge of like when you look in certain lights it's greenish, when you look in certain lights it's pinkish. It kind of does like a like duochrome color shift eyeshadows. Have you seen those where it like will shift?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Love
but
this.
hers is like shifts from like a pastel green to a pastel pink kind of thing like in
Oh,
the
that's
light.
pretty. That's
Um
pretty.
yeah, and
Like that.
she dresses in mostly like deeper tones, like deep black, dark, blues and greens, that kind of thing. So it's like her clothing has almost like an oil slick color palette where it's like deeper colors but still in those like color shift elements. But her skin is like kind of the almost like the color inverse of that where it's like lighter but still has like a color shift kind of effect to it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
She sounds so pretty.
Yeah. And
Definitely,
then of course she has to be
definitely eye
short.
catching.
And then because of course it's me, she has to be short because listen, I know I say all the time we love a big woman in this house. That is definitely a catchphrase of this show. But my characters, because I'm 5'2", cannot be taller than me. I don't like when I like my characters to be small because it's
Your head.
fun.
You, you know, it's interesting. I'm 5'6", 5'7". Please don't make the joke. Uh, but I always like when how tall is your character? I'm like 5'4", 5'5".
Wow.
Sometimes sometimes I never go more than 5'7" either because I'm
Yeah.
like I don't know. I like the idea of them just being like normal height because then that way they
Yeah.
are easily underestimated.
My characters. So I like in D&D. I love playing a gnome. I love playing a halfling. I love playing a fairy. So my characters are like max 4 feet tall. I'm like, give me
I
a little guy. When I say little guy, I fucking mean it.
No, dude. You know what's funny? I always wanted to play a fairy. That was my thing when I started D and D.
Yes.
I want to play a fairy. I want to play a fairy. But the DM that I got, like okay, not my first DM because that's Matt. Matt's my first DM. That's what I'm talking about. But
Oh,
the person who I ended up playing more of like longer
yeah.
campaigns with, refused to let me be a fairy because they didn't. Yeah, they didn't want anybody that had wings. They didn't want anyone that could fly. And
Damn.
even though I'd be like, I won't fly, but can I just be a fairy? And
Yeah.
they would not
Be
relent.
a fairy
How,
without wings.
However, this person was very controlling of their characters upon hindsight, so I should have seen
mm,
that coming.
lame.
But I
I
do get to play a fairy now though in my Friday game. My character can turn
good.
into a fairy at will.
I have a character in one of the home games I used to play. We're in like a hiatus because the DM, it's a whole thing. But in that story we were doing Wild Beyond the Witchlight, and my character is a fairy who had never been to the Feywild before. Like she was
Aw.
found as a baby in the material plane by this group of traveling bards, and one of the bards like picked her up and adopted her and became her dad. It was really cute. So
Aw.
she knows that she's a
That is
fairy, but she's just never been to the Feywild. So playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight is fun because she was like, "Oh wow, suddenly I am like normal here," you know? It's really cute. I love her. She's also a sorcerer, but she thinks that she's a bard.
aw, but
It's
they
really
they're
cute.
both charisma based.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
both charisma
It was
based.
it was really easy because in the first like two levels I had to pick spells that are just on the both bard and sorcerer list. So I had to like look at the overlap and be like, as long as both of them are on. So I had to pick certain spells that were just that. And her like arcane focus is this like fiddle that she plays that she thinks that is her like spell casting thing, but it's not her music that casts the spell, it's just her, and she doesn't realize that. She's really cute. Her name is Philomena, and I love her very much.
That's sounds like a really
Savannah
sweet kid.
exclusively plays charisma casters. That's true.
I play a lot of rogues. As much as
I've
I
never.
love
I would like to
being
play
like
a rogue. I
magic,
think it could be fun.
I as much as I love magic and the idea of like having a character that uses magic a lot, I play a
Mm-hmm.
lot of rogues. A lot of I'm gonna just fight you with my fists kind of characters.
I love it. Well, so in my current home game, the Strixhaven game, my character is a sorcerer, but I am trying to multi-class and take levels in fighter
Oh,
because
nice.
she comes from a very like noble like line of sorcerer type of background. But she's a werewolf. She got attacked by a werewolf like right before the campaign started, so that's her like tragic backstory. And so as she is learning to embrace and hone and like really connect with the wolf inside of her, she at first wanted to find a cure, and now she's trying to find like a way to embrace it. And as she does, and as she gets stronger in that respect, she gains more fighter levels. So
That is that's actually like
thank
sounds
you.
really cool.
I was
Like that's
also
really
told
creative.
that my next character is not allowed. My next character for this particular DM, who is my housemate, she told me I'm not allowed to play a character with magic next time. She said, "I'm
No,
gonna make you play a human fighter," and I said, "That's my Strixhaven backup character. Her name is
I got this.
Chatifer."
I got this.
Um,
I okay. Since we do have Matt in the chat, just everyone to know that I have a dream character that I want to play. I want to play a princess. I do want to play a princess that's like that gets
cute.
taken from her kingdom and all that shit. I want to play a sorceress, but like I haven't gotten to play a sorcerer in a long campaign. I've gotten to do it out of one shot, but I haven't gotten to do it in a long
Ooh,
campaign.
sorcerers
So
are fun.
I do want to learn to play a sorcerer like long term. But the thing is, it's always tied into like a story for me where I want like this very big epic story. I'm big on melodrama. I want melodrama,
Yes.
but it's so hard to like. For I don't want to push that on a DM or on like a group of people
Yeah.
ever. Like I need like I would want to know
Matt
like
over here
in the
taking notes.
beginning. And I
Hey,
would like to know in the beginning that these are things that like yeah we'll give you melodrama. I'm like okay cool that way I don't feel guilty when I bring the novela like melodrama.
Matt's over here taking notes, and I'm over here like, hey, Matt, make sure you pull me in when you start giving Lily the melodrama. Bring me in.
See,
Let's go.
no,
um, yeah.
that's all my
So,
Wednesday game is. So yeah.
I want to ask one of the hard questions here. I'm gonna ask,
Ooh.
what is your character's name? And this one's, it's always interesting to me to ask like, what is your like? This is really the only like interview question that I like to ask my guest, which is, um, like what is your naming convention? What is your process for naming characters? Do you just have like a voice in your head that says, "Hi, my name is this," or do you have like a process of finding characters, finding names for your character?
Okay. I have like a double process because sometimes
Okay.
sometimes they come in with a name. There's rare characters that just kind of bounce in with a name already ready and a personality and a voice, and I love those.
Yes.
But since I had to create 50 NPCs for for Faye Academy, I had to
Crazy.
create 30. I have 40 students and no, so it's more than 50 and like 15 teachers. I kind of just went and looking for names that mean light, names that mean dark, names that mean
Yeah.
flower, names that think. So I look at it, and so I have names that mean a bunch of different things. And then what's my character like? This character is going to be a druid. Okay, so she's going to be very earthy, kind of maybe a little grungy, but she's not. But she's actually just like a human. So I'm going to give her a human name. I'll name her Emily. I'll give her an Emily name, and then I give them like a exaggerated kind of last name to
Yes.
really like
Okay.
round it out. So for this one, I think I'm gonna go in a kind of in a similar fashion. I kind of want something that reminds me of what the story is. So I want to name her Esperanza, which is Spanish for hope.
Ooh,
And
beautiful.
I want to give her the last name of De la Cour because out of one of my favorite iterations of I know J.K. Rowling is a sore subject, and I'm not the bitch can fuck off. But there is a character in there, Fleur de Claire, who has this really like she's not an actual full person. She's part I think it's like a bird animal of some kind, but
Ooh,
she's like
okay.
a yeah she's not fully human. So I like the idea of that like a songbird type of name. So I'm going with
Yeah.
Esperanza de la Curse, just like a hopeful song.
That's beautiful. I love it. See, you name characters kind of similarly to me because I am very much like so my I love looking up what names mean. I've told this story on my channel before, but like my first name is my name is Savannah. My middle name is Rain, but it's spelled Rayne. And the reason for that is because my last name is not my like paternal grandfather the way it usually is. My last name is actually my grandmother's name. Um,
Oh.
but my grandfather's last name is Reina. And so I was raised very disconnected from any like Mexican heritage that I have. And that's just a thing. But but my parents when they named me wanted me to have some kind of connection to that side of my family. And so they named me Savannah Rain. At first they were going to say Savannah Reina, but they just sounding wise they thought it sounded like weird to have the at the end of both. So they just flipped the E and the A and made it Rain. And so that's like my little like connection, and I love the fact that like Reina means queen, and that definitely does not feed my Leo ego at all. But
I was about to say Reina means queen.
yeah, but
No,
also
you
I
have such
looked
a
up
beautiful
later
story
in
though.
life my last name. My last name is very Welsh, and it means noble or well born. So I'm like, oh my gosh, keep feeding into that, please. Thank you. Someone get
No,
me a tiara.
you know, I love that you have such a beautiful like story with your name because I have a horrible one with
Oh
mine. But
no.
no. But mine's
Yeah.
hilarious. Mine's actually kind of
Okay.
funny. My name is Liliana. That's my full name, Liliana. So,
Ooh.
but I just go by Lily.
Okay.
However, Liliana it means purity. It means pure flower or
Yeah.
pure white or purity. I've seen it in like different languages. It means the same thing, purity, which is really ironic. However, the way I got my name,
Mhm.
my mom when my mom was very young when she had me, and she was gonna name me Isamar, which was the name of a protagonist in a popular novella at the time. My sister has
Awesome.
that name. I didn't get that one because my father asked to name me. I don't know why she let the man do this, and he told her, "Oh, I really like the name Liliana." So my mom went with it. Come to find that he liked the name Liliana and had heard it because of a girlfriend before my mom. So he named me after his ex. And we, as a
Brutal.
family, did not find out till I was like 3 or 4. And at that point, it's too late.
Yeah, like you've already started like answered. Oh, that is
So
rough.
I,
Ugh,
so I
gorgeous.
just go
That's
by Lily because
yeah.
like for me, it's a lot easier. I love the name Liliana. I think it's actually a
It
really
is a
pretty name.
gorgeous
One
name,
of my
yeah.
one of my friends from high school, she's like, I
Mm.
always loved my name, named her daughter Liliana. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's a pretty name, but I'm sitting here like, yeah, just call me Lily.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Oh,
call
I
me
love
Lily.
it.
It's
It's
so much
funny because
easier.
I used to not like my name because I used to not like my first name Savannah because growing up, like as a kid, I had all these friends that were like Elizabeth, but you shorten it to Liz or Beth or like, you know, all of these different names that you could like kind of shorten, or like even like Samantha that you shorten to Sam. But as a kid, you don't have a normal like. There's not really a way to shorten a nickname Savannah. Now as an adult, I've been called every nickname in the book. I've been called Sav, Savvy, Vanna, Van. Someone called me V for like a couple years, which I kind of like. Honestly, that one was fun. But I've also been called like Nana. I got called Nana when I was like, because one of my cousins like couldn't say Savannah properly. So like I've been called every nickname under the book now, like which I kind of love. But it was just funny that like as a kid, there I was always like, you can't really make a nickname out of Savannah. And now I'm like, yes, you fucking can. There's
You
so many.
100% can. I was
Yeah.
about to say Savvy. That would be the first
Yeah.
one. That is
Savvy,
Savvy.
yeah, Savvy got real popular when we started watching all the Pirates of the Caribbean movies growing up.
Savvy.
As soon as my
Savvy.
friends, every time they hear it, they would say Savvy and then they would say it as Jack Sparrow. And I'm like, I get it.
It's
Yeah.
hard not to at that point.
Yeah.
It's hard not
But I
to.
don't I've always been someone who like I don't think I would ever actually change my name. I've always even my parents,
Same.
I've asked them like, you know how you ask your parents like, if I wasn't this, what would you have named me? I asked my parents that and both my mom and my dad were both like, "Nah, you've always been Savannah." I'm like, "Okay."
I would have been Isamar. That was the
Yeah.
name my mother wanted, so she gave it to my youngest. To
Yeah.
not my youngest. I'm the eldest of five. The next
Wow.
daughter after me. Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think so in terms of naming, I think my character here's the thing. I love to I so talking about like name meanings and I love looking up what names mean and stuff. I think this particular group doesn't name characters or doesn't name characters, doesn't name people like name their kids or whoever in this like nomadic group based on like they don't have like their own language, right? Because they're constantly like coming in and out of people joining and leaving and joining and leaving. Like it's a constant kind of flow of people moving around and all of that. There's so many moving parts that I think they just kind of name them based off of like traits or like things about them. But I think I think that my character's name is Trouble. I think it's just Trouble. Because you know how sometimes there'll be a character named Hero or named like just a certain like that kind of I
Yeah.
think she's just named Trouble. I think when she was born, she like maybe there was like complications or something or maybe there was like maybe she as a baby she like did something kind of like that was like, oh, she's gonna be Trouble growing up, and they're like, oh, that's her name, Trouble. Like that would be her thing. I think that just
I
makes
think that's
sense.
adorable.
Yeah.
That
so
sounds
we've got Trouble, and please remind me what you said your character's name is.
Esperanza de la Cour.
And Esperanza? How do you
Yeah.
spell it?
You know what? I'm a horrible speller. So I need to type something out to spell it.
There you go. If you want to put it in chat, I was about to put the character names in chat just so people can see them. Val Mavrin is my Star Wars OC. Oh, I like that. Val is very heroic sounding. Yeah, Val is cool. I was called Van, cause for Savannah, and someone just it started with I had a friend who like called me. It went from Savannah to then called me Vanna, and then shortened it to Van, and then after that called me V. I was V for like 2 years, which I kind of like. There we go.
Things sounds cool. I
It's
don't.
gorgeous. I
The
think
only
it's so
nickname I've
pretty.
never liked is Lil. I don't know why I've never liked when people go Lil
It
unless
reminds me
I
too
know you
much.
really well.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lil just reminds me of
Phil and
oh
Lil.
Savage. Okay, so Savage is another nickname of mine. I go to karaoke quite frequently, and my
Fun.
karaoke stage name is Savage. And the reason it makes me sound way more badass than I really am, because the way I got that nickname is hilarious. I was at a karaoke bar like 10 years, no, when was this? No, maybe it was like, I think I was like 21. So it was like maybe like 9 years ago. And I was in this karaoke bar. The KJ was a buddy of mine. And so I didn't have to like write my name on a paper. I just told him what song I wanted to sing. And he came up to me. He had apparently already had a couple drinks. And he goes, I'm not going to try and spell Savannah correctly. So I'm just going to put you down as Savage. And I just went, okay. And that is how I got the nickname Savage. And so that every time I go sing karaoke, I sign up as Savage. I've been that for way too long now.
Man, I miss karaoke. I haven't done it in a while. I used to go a lot
We
too.
should go.
Love.
We should just come up here. We'll go to karaoke together. It'll be fun.
You're what? You said Sacramento area?
No, I used to be. I'm actually now I'm further up north. I'm in uh Washington State. I'm like right outside of Portland.
Oh, I've been there. I am, however, at the tippy bottom of California. I'm literally, I live in a border town. So
Oh,
if I
okay.
ever drive up there, if
Hell
I
yeah.
ever drive up
Get up to
there,
the Pacific Northwest.
I like
Okay.
Portland. It was nice
Yeah,
up there.
but I think Trouble I love Trouble and Esperanza. So now let's go we have spent so much time just yapping and I love this stream so much. I feel like I've talked about wanting to bring people on for sequel episodes to be like, "Hey, let's revisit these characters. Let's maybe storyboard a little." I feel like I'm going to have to bring you back on because there's so
No, for
much that we
sure.
could cover and we are just yapping our little hearts away. This is also what happens when I don't have a normal episode in like 3 weeks. I spent the last 2 weeks just reading absolutely insane fan fiction, which was great. It was a great time, but my god,
Hey, that sounds like a lot of fun.
it was fun. Aside from the fairies fucking up my internet connection, um, but I think. So how do we think Trouble and Esperanza met? Do you think like we would know each other before this masquerade, like before showing up to the ball, or do you think we
Okay,
met at the ball?
so I'm seeing since you guys traveled, right? You guys kind of like go around.
Yeah.
I'm seeing like maybe an interaction sometime before, just like a quick
Ooh.
like thing where we got a moment to like sit and talk or like like waiting for something, right? And it
Yeah.
would be like a really good conversation, the kind of thing that sticks with you after you like leave and you're like, wow, that was
Yeah.
a lot of fun and that
Yeah.
person was great. But why didn't I get their contact information?
Oh
but
yeah, one of those like serendipity moments where you're like, "Fuck, I didn't get her number. Shit."
and then come to like the I'd say I would think that since this place is gonna have host this big party, that it would have rooms for people to get there like the night before to like get ready, so they have like
Mm.
space and time. And
Yeah.
like say the night before, she kind of like goes wandering around, and maybe it could be like a catching a glimpse of we're not entirely sure if we saw each other, and we get pushed pulled away, so that when we see each other at the ball, we're like, wait a minute, I thought I saw you. I thought I recognized someone. But it never has to be like settled. Be like, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Is it really you? Do you remember
We kind of
me?
like maybe like pass each other a couple times and like just kind of look. Maybe it's always like we don't get a chance to stop and look at each other. We just kind of pass and see each other. But then because it's a masquerade, maybe we like maybe I would say maybe Trouble sees Esperanza, and then like during the ball, like on the dance floor, Trouble is like,
Yeah,
well, time to go. Like, okay, I'm gonna have some fun, I guess. Like, what? Listen, we're at a party. We might as well enjoy ourselves. And she like makes sure to kind of dance her way through until she is dancing with Esperanza, and just
yeah. In
yeah.
a very like when in like the way that the like the very Bridgerton style dances that that you
Yes.
switch partners in the middle
Yeah.
of.
Cute. Oh, okay. Wait, this is favorite part of like a masquerade ball type thing. What is your masquerade outfit? What do you look like?
Okay, so since this person's constantly in water and she's always
Mm-hmm.
surrounded by like very pretty pastels, I'm gonna put her in something a little bit deeper. I'm gonna go with like a deep purple type of feel to kind of go with that like her skin texture and like the way her hair looks. And
Yes.
I want to kind of like resemble maybe like a dragon in a sense, like maybe like
Ooh.
kind of like a little like leathery kind of scaly, something that feels in contrast to what like everyone else is who look like really pretty ocean themed, and she's just like, no, I want to be
Yeah.
something from the skies. I want to be something a little bit more fierce in a
Ooh.
way. So I'm seeing like I still see a corset. I
Yes.
still see a corset, but like I see just like that like weird like indentions of maybe scales.
Oh, I love that. I think Trouble, what she looks like is she's got a I think it is that kind of like oil slick color. I think it's one of those dresses that like kind of like cuts off right down here, so one arm is free and the other arm has like a really long sleeve that kind of like goes down and like I think it goes all the way down and comes to like a little loop around her finger. Um, and it's
Okay.
like a really long. It's almost I don't want to say it's long, but it's one of those like um, has like a slit up the side, and it is longer because it kind of trails behind her because her wings are out, and she kind of like
Oh, okay.
flutters like kind of glides slightly, just a couple of inches. She lets herself like hover just a couple inches off the ground. I think is really cute.
That's that's so pretty. It would give really like good movement to a dress like that.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, and
absolutely.
I
And so she makes sure that the light hits her in just that perfect kind of way.
you know what? I have something.
Oh my god.
I actually have a mask.
Yes! I don't have any. Damn, that's awesome. I
Yeah, I
love
did a
it.
masquerade. We had a masquerade ball in Faye Academy back in October, so
Yes.
I bought a mask for the session.
Oh, that's so
But yeah,
cute.
I'm seeing kind of like this kind of material for her mask, but more dragon is
Yeah.
kind of like coming up.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Ooh, I
I
think
I don't.
oh, what would cuz I say that she see I like that because she's got Trouble has more like dragonfly-esque like characteristics. So I would have said that she's like kind of dragon-ish, but now I'm thinking maybe she's got like maybe just specifically like serpentine, you know? Like she looks a little she's got more like of a snake kind of thing. And so her mask is more simple because, you know, they can't really get like particularly fancy stuff. Um but like it's got more like almost like a scaled type like um like snake type of like face to it. Uh there was
Okay.
Masquerade I didn't end up going to back in like 2022 or 2023. My chance grabbed an owl mask. Oh, I love that. Ooh, owl mask is cool too. Maybe she
Oh,
does.
that's
No, I
pretty.
don't think she does bird thing. I think she does. You said owl mask, and now I'm thinking, ooh, would she do a bird? No, I think she would stick with like
That's
something kind of
simple.
serpent. Yeah, something kind of snakish. Um,
I like that.
she's so pretty. Oh, by the way, also, I just put in like a hydrate thing in chat because hydrate, but if you guys got the channel points for it, now that we have our characters like names and we're kind of developing like their personalities, their history, if you feel like throwing in some channel points, it is only 500 points to ask the character, and you can make us answer questions in character. I have a feeling that Game Jousters is gonna have some in mind. I don't know. You might not. Who knows? But
I,
yeah,
I do know if
he's the one who
I
loves to do the ask a character thing.
I will respond in character, and I can already kind of hear the voice
Oh, he's
a
low on
little.
points. Oh no.
Oh no, so sorry.
Someone donate channel points to Game Joshers because I know he's got questions. Uh, you
I'm
have
sending them
been
like this.
actually. You that's true. You do love spending them channel points. I honestly I love it. It makes it a lot more fun. Redeem to hydrate. Thank you. Hydrating again.
Since we were talking about karaoke,
Hydrate or die
I had
straight.
I had a I had to start. Like, only because I'm too lazy to walk to my kitchen to get water, but I will be drinking water after. I drank some
Fair.
before.
There you
I do remember to drink water. I promise.
go.
I was since we were mentioning karaoke. What if like there was like because I like to do this with my characters. Because I actually do like to sing. So we'll say like, oh, she goes up to like show off because her fiance to be is just like, go sing so that everyone can see like the wonderful
Oh
prize I have just purchased.
yeah.
So she goes up and she sings. A good way to get noticed. Good fun way
Oh
to
yeah.
get noticed.
Oh yeah.
But
I love that actually. Oh, that's beautiful. I think okay. Now I'm trying to think. See, now I'm trying to think like how do we make it gayer? Like how do we get rid of like the shitty fiance and stuff like that? Like how do we do all this? Cuz that's the part that I think is going to be fun. Of like, all right, now
That
how does she like I feel like Trouble fully like goes full fairy pixie energy and just like pranks the shit out of him like acci- accidentally like locks him in a room and shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
I'm down.
yeah.
Like,
Gets
oh
like her
no.
friends and her crew. It's supposed to be recon to get like insider business information from these like very high like corporate rich people type of vibe. Like we're supposed to be going in for recon, but really it
Oh,
turns into hey, we don't like this guy. Let's just fuck with him.
you can also go with the fact that like, oh, since she's with that one, maybe she has information. If we like
Mm.
sweet talk her, and then you volunteer, like, oh, if you guys hide the fiance, I can go sweet talk her
Oh
and get the
yeah.
information.
When in reality she's like, that's that pretty girl I talked to that one time.
According to scheme.
Oh, okay, but that could lead to some like that could lead to it being so like kind of sad because like later maybe Esperanza overhears some of Trouble's like crew go and talk to her and be like, "Well, did you get the info? Did you get the whatever?" And like she thinks that Trouble totally like used her basically. And Trouble
Love
is like,
attention.
"No, I didn't. That wasn't the that's not what I did. I
It was. I promise that's not why. That was the cover. That was the
promise."
cover.
Oh. It was I
No,
promise.
hey, misunderstandings in the second act always fun.
Yes. She's like
Misunderstandings.
it was kind of but I think maybe it was like because oh no, maybe it was like at first she was like, "Oh no, I'll totally like I'll be the one to go and sweet talk." Maybe she is like the charisma based out of her like little party, right? So like, "Oh, if anyone's going to go and sweet talk her way into getting info, hey, maybe go and talk to this, you know, guy or maybe talk to his fiance, right? That kind of thing." But it's not until we start dancing that I remember, oh, I know you. Like I recognize, I hear your voice or something because it's a masquerade. I didn't see your full
Yeah.
face. So I show up and I start talking and I'm like, oh, I remember you now. I remember who you are. And so it started with that. And so, yeah, so then Trouble has to admit, oh no, it it was that at one point. Like it was, I did try that, but as soon
Before I
as I
knew who you were.
realized, yeah, as soon as I realized like who you were, I didn't, you know, I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to just talk to you. I was just trying to they were just trying to get rid of him so that I could just talk to you. Uh that's upsetting. That's so cute. I love them.
And see, and that's the perfect moment for the attack to happen.
Exactly. Exactly. And before okay, I
Like in
love
the
this.
middle of the it would happen like right as like Esperanza kind of like trying to walk away, like I can't believe you would do something like that, and then they're like, no, wait, no, that's not, that wasn't the point. Like it was at first, but it was at first, and then like the attack happens, and so you're not able to fully explain in that moment.
I'm emotional. I love them so much. Oh my god. I love these two. Oh my god.
And
Okay, listen, Matt, if you're still in chat, take fucking notes, okay? I need you to run some kind of isn't there like a D&D in space thing? It's like Spelljammer or something like that. Do that. I
I
need someone to run a space TTRPG game and then put Lily and me in the game so that we can just play these two and be gay together. I need
please.
sad sapphics in space. Give it to me right now.
That's
I'm also that's also what I'm naming this YouTube video. Sad sapphics in space. That just makes sense.
That's awesome. That
Gimme.
would be what we call this. That would be the title of this whole thing. Sad
Yeah,
topics.
absolutely. Sad sapphics in space is a great name. Yeah.
It's a great
When this
name.
video gets put on YouTube, that's what I'm naming it. Oh my god. I unfortunately love alliteration. It's I can't escape it. Oh my god. Yeah, if Matt is still in chat, if not, I will be DMing him after this and harassing him, being like, I need you to run this.
It's like we need you to like understand that
Yes.
you have to do this for us.
Yeah, yeah. Anytime I do any like anytime I like do any kind of like favor or do something like for Matt, I'll tell him like I accept payment in future AP casting opportunities. That's how you pay me back. Is just keep asking me to come and join your games and casting me and shit.
It's like, please keep asking me to be in things. I'm going to keep saying yes.
Yeah,
I'm going
exactly.
to keep saying
Exactly.
yes.
There are certain people in the TTRPG space that, like, at this point, don't even have to ask. They could just send me a Google Calendar invite, and I would just be like, done. Like, just be like, excellent. The answer is yes. And Matt's one of them.
My precursor to that, I might be inviting you because I have a one shot coming up next month. If you would like to play in that, my world is a homebrew. Okay,
Ooh. I'm a
it's a
homebrew
homebrew.
till I die kind of girl. Absolutely.
So,
Okay.
we'll talk about that after.
Yeah, we'll talk later. DM me for
Talk later.
sure. Oh shit, I just realized there's a lettuce meat I gotta fill out. My bad. I love when I remember that I have, like, scheduling to fill out. Okay. Oh man. See, now I'm trying to think, like, I'm trying to expand a little bit more of, like, okay, what, like, who are my crew members? Like, how many are in my crew?
Oh yeah.
What's their vibe? Do they approve? Do they, like, think, oh, I'm compromising our mission? Like, I think maybe it's a mix. I think maybe I've got me and, like, there's 4, like, crew members, there's 5 of us total. And, like, you know, several of us think, like, oh, maybe, like, 3 of them are like, hey, cool, get at it, like, get your girl. But then there's one who is, like, super kind of a hard ass and is like, no, like, you're compromising our mission, you're compromising, like, you betrayed us and all that, like, basically is like, just is so, like, against it, and maybe just doesn't like trouble in general. And or make it messy because we love sad sapphics in space, is like there's some history there.
Ooh.
And then doesn't like Esperanza, tries to make it seem it's very much like all about the mission kind of thing, but really just doesn't like her because she's jealous. Messy.
Messy. Ooh,
We
I like
love
that.
messy space lesbians. Yeah, instead of thirsty sword lesbians, it's messy space lesbians.
100%.
Yeah, let's make it. I would love to.
I think
also...
I see Esperanza's, like, I see obviously like her parents kind of being very pushy. I don't see brothers because that it would brothers or sisters. She's the only one they have, the only currency they have to marry off in this situation.
Yeah,
but I do see like a handmaiden and like a lady's maid type thing, someone that's always with her, like, because the chaperone thing, who is like fully on board with, like, no, let's get you let's get you over there with the fun fairy.
B plot is your, like, chaperone, like, handmaiden or whoever, with my, like, right hand man who's like the one guy who's like all for it in our little posse. They link up and are like, how do we get them together? They are like the wing women. Yeah. I love it. And then they end up getting together.
Yeah, like it's that thing at the end. It was like in was it the Parent Trap, where the maid and the butler end up together.
Okay, I fully had that idea because I've been getting, how YouTube Shorts, like when you open it, sometimes it'll just give you clips from like a movie until you've seen the whole movie in clips.
Yeah,
I've been getting that with Parent Trap. And literally earlier today, I got that clip of the butler and her, like, meeting, and I'm being like, oh my god, hi. Yeah, so I'm like, no, that's so perfect. Oh my god.
Some things are just meant to be like that.
Yeah. Okay, wait, Matt says, I was driving, yes, it's Spelljammer, but also Tarzan runs the Star Wars game on Tuesdays on TBD. Is someone named Tarzan? There's a person.
Oh, it's a person. Yeah, sorry. That's his, I believe his name. Like, my name's Lady Lily. His name is Tarzan.
I'm obsessed with that. I love it so much. Also, listen, To Be Diced is on it's on the spreadsheet. I have a spreadsheet of actual plays and channels that I need to catch up on their content for. And the list is ever growing, unfortunately. There's not enough time in the day.
Adfay Academy, lots of melodrama, I promise.
Done.
I'm nothing but melodrama over there.
Hold on, real quick. Everybody, go watch and consume all of Lily's content. Go do the thing. I love it. Unfortunately, speaking of like trying to plug your stuff, that does mean we're at time. It's almost 7.
Oh,
Uh,
we got a lot. We got more done than I thought we were gonna get done. Just saying.
You're right.
We got side
We
characters.
we got like
scenery.
so much not done and so much done at the same time, and I'm really happy with it. So usually it's about at this time before we end the stream, where I would say, we're gonna give our little like recap of everything we created. Do you want to be the one to give our little like movie trailer in a world where kind of recap of everything we made today?
I can try.
Okay,
I can definitely
go for it.
try.
I'll fill in any blanks you've got, but yeah, go for it. Have fun.
Okay. So, if you guys like space and you like drama and you like action and political intrigue, you're going to have to check out this story about a very big intergalactic meeting happening at a masquerade ball. We all love masquerade balls. However, in the midst of all this, a tragedy may struck. A love story is brewing. There may be rebellion. That's the best I got.
Side eye. Yeah. So, I'll give as much details as I can remember from piecing together what we've made today. On a massive traveling space station, space center. What do we call it? The Intergalactic Space Center.
Space Center. Yes.
Yeah, the IGSC, the Intergalactic Space Center. Once per solar rotation. I don't know. We haven't come up with our space terms yet for the how to not say the word year in this. But once per these turns, world leaders from the different planets of one particular solar system will gather in a large event, a large masquerade ball, or a large ball in general. And I think maybe this time's like theme is masquerade. And this is where we will find Esperanza de la Cruz, who is showing up, and I would say maybe, and you tell me if this feels right, but maybe coming out as like announcing your engagement to this other, to this man who will remain nameless because he's just a man. We don't need to name him right now. He's not important to the story.
So we named him Zilly Bane or something like that.
Oh yeah, we named him Zilly Bane. I forgot about Zilly Bane. Holy
this ball
shit.
happens every solar half. I can't read that word.
Says, yeah, whatever that is. I'm not trying to pronounce it.
No.
How could you forget about Zilly Bane? All right. Yep. So anyway, so this is where Esperanza de la Cruz comes to announce the de la Cruz family, the de la Cruz family's good news of her being engaged to one Zilly Bane. What she doesn't know, though, is at this very masquerade ball is someone from her past. One that she has only met once, but was never able to really get in contact with again. Not only because she was not able to actually gather any contact information, but also because she has no family name and she has no location, no mailing address. There is no particular planet or society in which that she can actually be found because she is a part of the, I would call them like the TTS, the Traveling Trading Society, because maybe there are traveling merchants and they go from planet to planet trading. Zillium Bane the Third, god damn it.
Jesus.
I hate it. I'm moving on from Zilly Bane. I'm not gonna be able to call him Billy Zane anymore. I'm gonna say Zilly Bane for the rest of my life. Anyway, but and now this is where Esperanza meets Trouble, who at first was only there to meet this this mysterious fiance of the renowned Zilly Bane. I feel like I have to say the name like that every time, you know? But as she goes to speak to this mysterious fiance behind the mask, mostly for reconnaissance, for information gathering, for trying to find ways to take down these rich elites, because the Traveling Trading Society has been oppressed and pushed around by these fucking capitalists for too fucking long. So call it what it is. Capitalism is always the BBEG.
In every story.
Yep. And then through all this drama and intrigue and mystery and misunderstanding, we find out that they are super gay for each other, and then unfortunately it's revealed that Trouble was just out for information. And before we have any closure, bam, the IGCS gets attacked from a neighboring solar system's fucking war party. And that's where we're going to leave you, because now I feel like I need to bring Lily back to storyboard the sequel of how the results of that pan out.
It was the plan all along, guys.
Yep. Yes, exactly. All the derailment just so that we could say, hey, it's going to, like, this part of the episode, this part of the story is going to end with the attack, and we get no resolution now. I love it. It's great. Oh my god. Lily, thank you so much for coming on my show. Like, I knew it was going to be chaotic and silly, and I'm so glad I was right, because this has been so fun.
This was a lot of fun. I wasn't sure what to expect, so I'm really happy that it was this. Because, like,
yeah.
I hope it, like, I wonder what it's going to be like. Are we do questions, or are we going to do, like, fun characters? What are we doing? So this was a lot of fun.
It is super chill, super freeform. I like to say you can't go off the rails if there are no rails to begin with. Sure. We have one rail, and that is these two themes these two prompts that we have above our heads. So
there you go.
I love it. And honestly, chat was popping the fuck off tonight. Like, I always know, like, if there is one guy in my chat, it is gonna be Game Jousters. But I'm so glad that we also now have Cinder, and we have War Torn Knight, and we've got so many people chatting and, like, building insane shit like Zilly Bane. So
that they're part of it too.
Yes. So thank you guys. One rail, if you know what I mean. Okay.
Jesus.
Nope. I feel like I want to make that. If I ever make a Not Quite Novelist merch shop, I will figure out a way to make one rail as a sticker or something, because I think that's insane.
Monorail show.
It's a monorail show. You know what? You're right. On that note, merch idea, I am putting... What is wrong with you, Game Jousters? That's not a merch idea. No, I have to ask. I have to tell this too, because I had, like, some content planning streams back in January where I was like, okay, what do we want to do for this year? What are some new plans? And I have, like, a Notion page where I have, like, all my different ideas. And one of them is, like, a list of, like, merch ideas. And I'm thinking, give me ideas for designs to put on stickers and t-shirts. But instead, what Jousters did was saying, Not Quite Novelist branded dog collars and leashes, Not Quite Novelist branded socks, which is harder, but not impossible for me. But also, like, Not Quite Novelist branded baby booties, and I'm like, those aren't merch ideas. That's not... I'm asking for designs that I can put on stickers and t-shirts, and instead he's telling me to make Not Quite Novelist branded steel rails.
Oh, fuck.
Why are you like this?
Also, may I make a suggestion? I think War Torn Knight should play Zilly Bane. I just think that needed to stick.
Yes, no, you're right. You're immediately cast. Oh boy, I can't wait to buy my Not Quite Novelist 6-foot steel rail.
Steel rail.
Holy shit. That's insane. Yeah, no, War Torn Knight, you are already cast as Zilly Bane. As Zillium Bane the Third. Yeah, you're already in. I love it. It's my calling. Yep. His calling is, I need you to DM me a voice note of you doing a voice of you reading, like, a line of what you think that Zilly Bane sounds like. He will secretly be a purple jumpsuit wearing
He sacrifices himself at the end. He's the one that dies. He sacrifices himself for good at the
Yeah,
end.
yes, absolutely. That's his masquerade costume. No, wait, that's perfect. Oh no! No! Someone gift a sub to War Torn Knight right now. I don't have the money to do it. Someone gift him a sub. Oh no! Not at the end. I'm so sorry. I will hear the things you say in 40 seconds. All right, everybody, let's talk about War Torn Knight right now. What are so many... How do we shit talk? Oh my god, that fucking War Torn Knight. How dare he be such a good GM and so nice and friendly and creative.
How dare he provide such a welcoming space for the very first time I played this game.
That's so cute. Oh my god. How dare he be... Yeah. How dare he actually help me really unlearn some really shit things in the last game that I was in by being so kind and creative and fun and nice. Yes! We've got a gift sub! Thank you, Game Jousters! Woo! Oh my gosh. Yeah, you missed it. We were totally talking shit about you. I can't wait for you to go and watch this on YouTube and see all the stuff that we were talking about you while the ads were playing.
Do we get another 2 hours?
If we hit a hype train, do we get another 2 hours? I mean, I got time. I'll give you a half hour if we hit a hype train. How about that?
I got a half hour.
The problem is he will take that challenge. I think I said something about wanting to do a mukbang stream, and I was like, get me to 10 subs and I'll do it. And him and one other person both donated 5 subs at the same time. It was a wild moment. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
No, I once made the mistake
praising me on your show. It's illegal. Again, it's my show. I am the one who makes the rules. I choose who I shit talk and who I praise, alright? This is my show.
I like the excuse me.
Yeah, excuse me. I love it. Okay, well, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and find somebody to raid out to. While I do that, Lily, you wanna go ahead and plug yourself? Introduce, where can people find you on the internet?
Hi guys, so as you know, my name is Lady Lily, but I am known as Lady Lily of La La Land here on Twitch, TikTok, and I'm Lady Lily 29 on Instagram. I do, like I said, I was making jokes. I do run a game every Wednesday called Fae Academy, where I have created a magical university in my magical world of La La Land. Yes, that is the name of the nation. It's entitled La La Land.
Cute.
And I have thrown a bunch of players who are my friends and asked them to really CW it up for me. I want anime slice of life with CW drama, and everyone has definitely committed. It's funny, we have an arc where one of our characters is actually engaged to the BBEG, so this is a fun thing to do.
That's fun.
That's their story arc right now. They're trying to find a way to get out of that situation. So we're having a lot of fun. We do have a mini campaign that is going. I'm a fan of Marvel, so I have 2 stories that are going to connect in a month or 2, going on fighting the same villain, but I call that one my HBO series. We're trying to up the ante on that one a bit.
Love.
I'm also on To Be Diced every other Sunday as Adelaide on Frontiers of Eberron. You and I are going to be in Fate if and when it gets finished and edited, which we hope will be before December. We've been told before December. It'll be done before December. That's what I've been told.
Hey. So, everybody, listen, where are my keys? Everybody, jingle your keys. We're manifesting before December.
I keep dropping dice.
Yes. Jingle your keys.
I
love it. It's March.
Then.
We're working on... I know you're working on it. Listen, I'm literally manifesting speedy editing and finishing time for you, okay? It will be done. We're manifesting it.
It'll happen. And the last thing I will plug is if you guys ever feel the need to watch a movie and don't want to spend money on it, I have 4 films on my YouTube channel that I have created. There's an hour-long one, 2 hours long one, and then 2 20-minute ones. all written, edited, directed, sound edited by me and my friends. So and started by us. So please check them out.
That's amazing. Yes, please do. The link tree is in the chat. I put it in
Mhm.
there with her intro. Everybody, please go and check that out. I also just realized that in the chat command, I accidentally tagged you as Lady Lily 29 and not your actual username, but that's fine. Um,
No worries. Oh, that's for the link tree. The link tree says
yeah,
Lily
the
29.
link
So
for the
you're
link
fine.
tree is in there, so you guys can
Yeah.
click that. Also, yeah, Matt, I'm gonna clip it. I got you. Um, but on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and find someone to raid out to. Let's see. Let's go. Ooh, we are gonna raid Shelly Von Miller because I haven't spoken to Shelly in
Ooh,
quite a bit, so I think that'll be nice.
I like the
Looks like
name.
they are playing some Minecraft tonight. So we're gonna go and say hi. I'm gonna go ahead and get this raid started. Everybody, please remember to go and check out Not Quite Novelist on YouTube. The Fae House streams will be on there once I figure out how to cobble together the nightmare that was last week's stream, uh, and all of the different pieces because of how the fairies fucking up the internet. See, I'm telling y'all, the keys worked though. So please go follow Not Quite Novelist on Instagram. All of my VODs and everything will be on there. Go follow Not Quite Novelist on Instagram. That's where you're gonna see the promos and everything for next for all of the future upcoming streams. You guys, next week I have Colin and Vince from Cast Party coming on my show. I am so fucking excited. You're gonna see that promo coming out very soon. I'm probably gonna finish it tonight so I can post it tomorrow. So please go follow on Instagram. And yeah, and on that note, be kind, be chaotic, and be creative. And I will see you guys next week.